This is 10-year-old Roberta Battaglia singing Lady Gaga. So I thought maybe let's take a look at this video and see what it's all about.
My name is Roberta Battaglia, and I'm 10 years old.
Now, do you get your singing talent from your mom?
No. I get it from my dad. It really all started when I was 3.5. My dad is an engineer at a local radio station.
She sounds very mature for her age. I think I played my first gig for money when I was like 11. I don't think I was anywhere near as put together and able to speak sentences as she is.
I might only be 10 years old, but I have big dreams.
Okay, go out there and show them what you got, okay? Thank you so much.
I love Terry Crews to death. In fact, we had some fun with the Old Spice commercials a while back too. Terry Crews is great. It's just so funny. Everyone who's been in this position, whether it's Nick Cannon or I don't know who else has done this role of being like the guy on the side. There's just no way to do that without being super corny.
Have you thought what you're gonna do if you win the $1 million?
What a stupid question. I mean, I guess whatever. It's what people want to know. Like, oh, if you had $1 million, what would you do? I get it, but like, it's just so, of course you're gonna ask that question. Whatever.
I really want to give my dog, whose name is Happy, a little girlfriend.
Your dog's called Happy. What a great name.
It's a great name.
What sort of dog is he?
He's a Morkie, half Maltese, half Yorkie.
I love that.
Maybe I'm just a really bad judge of like what a child at a certain age is generally supposed to act like, but I just feel like she's extremely well spoken for 10 years old.
Wow, she's so nervous though.
All right, so this is one of the stupid things, but I have a feeling what's gonna happen with this. I'm assuming she's probably great just by the number, like just by the viewership. Like they're not gonna plaster a 10-year-old girl who everyone's making fun of. Like that's just not gonna happen. I'm certain that she's phenomenal. I have a feeling that what's gonna drive me absolutely nuts about this is just the way this show is put together. You can already see like, oh, she's really nervous though. And then the cutaway from Simon's like blank expression, which you know is from somewhere totally different during the show. It's just like random footage they had of Simon and they went through and they were like, hey, we need a concerned blank expression. And they went and dug through their pile of footage from who cares when and during the show it was, and they just slapped on a reaction shot at that moment. So it's like, oh, what's gonna happen? I don't know. This is a 10-year-old girl and it's 11 million views. I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see if I'm remotely correct that perhaps the cutaways and the side comments and the audience cheering is going to completely detract from this poor girl's performance.
Look how tiny she is.
What? What was that comment, Simon? What the? Look how tiny. She's 10. She's standing next to Terry Crews. What an astute observation.
Tell me something, boy.
10 years old. That's ridiculous. That is not a voice that's supposed to come out of a 10-year-old.
Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more?
The thing I tend to notice about some of these shows and these videos is like, you get a lot of people who will go viral and they're really great, but just naturally they're a little bit pitchy, and it's kind of nature of a live performance, and not everybody's perfect. And if I tried to sing anything like this, I'd probably be way worse than any of those people. But Roberta is like dead on. I pretty much have not heard anything that was even remotely off at all, which is impressive given a live performance from a 10-year-old in front of all these people. That's really great.
In all the good times I found myself longing.
Just shut your eyes for a moment and listen to her.
Why? What did that comment accomplish? This is what I don't understand. Like, why? She is killing it, and like you're just gonna cut away and talk over her. Can you imagine what she's thinking in that moment, looking down at these judges and looking at this room full of people, and all of a sudden Simon reaches over and is just like whispering in somebody's like it's you know the. All right, I'm gonna withhold. Let's keep going.
In all the bad times I fear myself. I'm up the deep end, waters are diving. I'll never meet the ground.
Look, the crowd cheering thing is horrible and obnoxious. I get it though. She sounds absolutely incredible. And I mean, when you keep just going back to the fact that this girl's 10 years old and you're just like, no, that's not, that can't happen. She sounds unbelievable. And a lot of times with young kids who are really great, you can hear potential, right? So it'll be a kid who sounds awesome, but it's definitely super unpolished. It may be a little rough around the edges, but then you go back to thinking how young this person is and you're like, wow, with literally any fine tuning and practice at all, this person is going to be insane, right? And I think Roberta is already at a point that's like pretty mind-blowing for 10 years old. I mean, she just absolutely is nailing everything about this. That's unbelievable. And it just makes it that much more frustrating that shows like this, I don't know, it's like, don't insult our intelligence as viewers. Like, come on. Do people really have that small of an attention span that they can't just sit there and be enthralled by a 10-year-old girl who's just absolutely crushing? I don't know. I don't know if it's because that's true, that people really don't have that attention span, in which case that's really sad, or is it just the editors of this show and shows like this just completely insulting our intelligence as viewers? It's really upsetting because, I mean, cheering, I get it's a positive, people are supporting, like I understand what it is, but it doesn't change the fact that it's obnoxious and it just completely barrels over this performance. How can you hear this performance? How can you hear this 10-year-old crushing it if you are jumping out of your seat and clapping and screaming? You can't do both at the same time. Not to mention that we're gonna just keep cutting back to the judges table as they have a conversation amongst themselves as they're literally supposed to be judging this performance. Mind you, I don't know who here is qualified to judge that kind of thing, but like, whatever. Name recognition, marketing, I get it. It's so frustrating, and this is nothing new, and it's like, this is always the problem with these shows, and it's just so disappointing to see that you have somebody so talented come on this show and so far is just absolutely nailing her performance, yet still it's the style of the show. Let's just keep cutting away and keep going to side comments and keep shoving her into the background. It's not fair to her. All right, anyways, let's keep going.
We're far from the shallow.
Jeez. Anytime there's a long held out note, it's like, pull up the cheering volume. Anytime there's like a high note, pull up the cheering volume. Everybody stand up, everybody start screaming so you can't hear it. That makes perfect sense. Wow. This is nuts. She is incredible. And back to what I was saying about how a lot of times you can hear, especially in young people, you can hear the sort of unpolished nature. It's like, there is very little of that, I mean, and I'm not a vocal coach. I'm not really a singer either, but like, there's so little that I can pick up on as being like unpolished. I mean, I can hear young. I can hear that she is a young singer, whatever that means. I mean, definitely not 10 years old young. That's insane. But in comparison to many young singers, she is way, way beyond where you would expect any 10-year-old to ever be. And when you compile that onto what's gonna happen as she continues to grow and develop and continue to practice and study, like, yikes! She's gonna be huge. God damn it, Terry Crews, stop! Let it be, let the moment be. It's a great moment. Don't say weird shit. Again, it's just one of these things where you look at the show and you're like, wow, they really don't think much of their viewers, do they? Because they have to spoon feed you everything. Like, she starts crying, but yet they thought it necessary for Terry Crews to be like, oh, she's emotional. Like, right, guys? See? She's emotional. This is a great moment, though. I mean, wow. Can you imagine, like, she's never, ever gonna, I mean, she's gonna go on to do things way bigger than this, but she's never gonna ever forget this moment. That is so cool.
But sometimes I do get bullied, so.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, you know, we hear this unfortunately a lot, but there's one way you win over bullies, it's by being happy and successful. You know that.
Yes.
Bullies
Yes.
are always threatened about talented people. So in a weird way, it's a compliment. And it shows your strength that you've come all the way from Canada to be here. And we are honored to have you as our guest.
That's cool. They say a lot of dumb shit on this show. That's really cool. He's right, and that's somebody like Simon delivering that message to her in this setting. Like, she will never ever forget that as long as she lives. That's really cool.
It was amazing. It was breathtaking. You're 10 years old. That's impossible to sing like that at 10 years old. And you know what?
Do the thing.
See
Do
who
the
is
thing.
going to bully you after
Do the thing.
this.
Do the slow-mo. It does, it, you know, as kind of funny as the whole golden buzzer thing is, it makes a cool moment for the show. And like, yeah, I mean, it's like definitely like a neat thing that they can do and really kind of help solidify like how I guess everybody maybe feels about the performance. What parts of it you could hear. She's gonna be huge. She's gonna do great things. At least I hope she's gonna be huge. Whether she's huge or not, she's gonna do some incredible things. And that will be something that everybody can look forward to seeing. And remember, if you wanna get on the show playing piano, all you gotta do is follow my tutorial. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to check that out, and I'm really glad I did. Roberta Battaglia, remember her. She's gonna be something. So that's gonna do it for me. Be sure to comment below what you thought of Roberta's performance and maybe what you thought of the America's Got Talent format. Be sure to like the video if you can. It really helps it get spread around on YouTube a little bit. And subscribe if you enjoy the videos and you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.